Hey guys, Technomentary with a video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing the iPhone 11 in 2021. It's been 2 years since this phone has been released, and we wanted to do an updated video for you guys just so you guys can see what you can expect out of this phone. And the iPhone 11 actually is one of the more popular phones even 2 years after it was released, and so much popular that it's probably one of the hottest selling device right now. That's why we're going to be unboxing to show you guys. And then later on, we're going to also compare it with the iPhone 12 itself to kind of show you guys sort of the things that changed with the newer model right now that we have, and kind of go a little bit further and explain to you guys everything and much more. But before we go ahead and get started with today's video, if you guys are new to our channel, we do a lot of tech news reviews and giveaways, so make sure to like and subscribe button. Also, if you guys are looking for a discounted price iPhone, make sure you guys check out the links in the description section. So as you can see here, this is the product red edition of the iPhone 11. Right now, if you're looking to get it from Apple, you can actually get it from Apple's website. They're selling this one for the 64 gig model, which is the base model. You can get for $599, and then you can get 128 gig for $649, and almost 256 gig, which is the max storage that you can get the iPhone 11 for about $749. So if you go on their website, you'll be able to get it. Of course, you can get this pre-owned at more discounted price. So let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing here. First thing first, we're gonna go ahead and take it out of this plastic film here. As you can see here, the box is pretty unique in the sense that although the iPhone 11 comes in multitude of colors, you can get it black, white, red. You can also get it in green. And you'll notice that each of the box or colors are printed exactly the color they come in. So the red one is all red over here. You notice the spec sheets over here about what it's going to be included and much more. Compared to the iPhone 12, if you look at the box, you notice bigger box in the past, and Apple started to slim down, and we're going to show you guys why that is the case. So product red of the iPhone 11, let's go ahead and take a look here. As you can see here, this is the product red here with the two big lens camera, which is really unique design. The back here is a glass back. It is a matte shade back glass, and you can see the bezel here as well, the rounded bezel here, and then the plastic film, which we're going to go ahead and take that off and then put just aside here. And as you can see here, the front glass here on the iPhone 11, this is almost a 6.01 inch glass with a 1792 by 828 pixel resolution. So that's the spec here. We're going to go ahead and power it on by simply holding this big side button on the right hand side. So that's how you turn it on, and as you can see, it is powering on right now. As the phone is powering on, we'll take a look at it. You'll notice these big speakers on the bottom, the charge port here, also the buttons on this side here. As you see, everything is all red here, and then the top rounded edge, and of course this side with the button, and this is where the SIM card goes. If you don't have put your SIM card in, just make sure you put the SIM card in so you can get phone service. And we'll put the phone here on the side and take a look at the box here just to see what we have in the box. The box here, you'll notice, will come with the instruction pamphlet here, and in the instruction pamphlet is going to be product red here, the hello pamphlet, and then the SIM ejector tool, which is important to take the SIM card tray that we just saw on the left, on the right hand side here, and of course the two big Apple sticker here. So that's what you're going to get in that pamphlet. So we're going to go ahead and put this pamphlet inside. And then of course the other thing you'll notice here is this 5-watt wall adapter, the power adapter, so you can put the charge in. And then of course the ear piece over here. These ones aren't wireless, so if you're thinking you're going to get wireless AirPods, no, they're still wired, so you're going to have to plug it in. But it is the updated version from the 3.5 millimeter ones that used to be in the past. These are actually the Thunder port ones, so you would listen into the same port. If you haven't upgraded your iPhone in a while, you'll be kind of looking at these. So that's going to be the earphones. We're going to put that aside in here, and of course the charger cable here that would go in to charge your phone. So as you can see, this is the reason why this phone in the past used to be bigger box. Now if you look at the iPhone if we quickly look at the iPhone 12 box, you notice why this box is so slimmed down. It's because, of course, the only thing you're getting is a USB-C cable. That's about it. And then the instruction pamphlet, which has the SIM card tray. As you can see, Apple really did slim down in terms of what they're including, and that's the reason why the box is so much smaller. So we'll go ahead and put the iPhone 12 aside, and we'll compare it in a second after we set up the iPhone 11, as this is an iPhone 11 video here. So as you can see here, we have the hello screen here is just going up. It's looking to already set up with the other phones. If you have a existing iPhone that you've been using, you can transfer things over. But we're going to do a simple setup here. We're going to go ahead and select the language, country here, quick setup, and then we're going to go ahead and pick our Wi-Fi here. Go ahead and choose the Wi-Fi here. A couple things about the iPhone 11. As you know, it was released back in September of 2019, and it's about 2 years officially since this phone has been on the market here. There's a couple interesting features that came with it when it was introduced. It was the first time Apple introduced less premium model, because there's also the Pro with the triple camera. This is the 11 with the dual 12 megapixel camera. You have both a main camera and then a wide lens camera as well. So as you can see here, data and privacy, hit continue. Face ID, unique feature to use your face to unlock the phone. If you notice that there is no Touch ID like it used to be in the past generation phone, you're going to want to set this up, but for our purpose, we're not setting any of that up. Passcode here, of course, make sure you put a passcode. But again, for our demo purposes, just to go through the phone main setup, we're just skipping through it. Apps and data backup, so you can do a wireless, it's just transfer side by side here. Do an iCloud backup from your PC using iTunes, much more which we've explained in another video, but for our purposes, we're simply not going to transfer anything here, just so we can get through the main screen. And Apple ID, you're going to want to make sure you sign into your existing Apple ID, or if you don't have one, if you never owned an iPhone or any Apple device, you can create one for free as well. So you're just going to simply here click on that, and then as you can see here, setting up one or creating one for free. We're just going to do it later. You can always come back in the settings and do this. So I'm going to hit agree to the terms and condition, go with the express settings here, and then we're going to make sure we keep the phone up to date. Hit continue. FaceTime and iMessage, as you know, Apple's premier services. Siri, we're going to set up later because we don't want to go through all the steps to set it up, but that's basically a voice assistant. Screen time, a weekly report that you can have the phone give you in terms of how much time you're spending on the device. App analytics, do you want to share any sort of app activities with the developers to improve it? Usually we don't share it, but it's all personal preference. True Tone display, the display of your iPhone is basically telling you that it adjusts based on the ambient lighting condition of the environment. Just gonna hit continue. Light versus dark, of course. With any smartphone nowadays, you have both options, and you can also have it set up where it's light during the day and then dark during the night times. Display, so you can have a zoom versus standard depending on how you need the iPhone display here. And then a couple of information about switching apps and going home and accessing your controls. And finally, you get welcome to iPhone, and we are all set up and good to go. A couple things we want to mention about the iPhone 11 here right now. As you can see, we set it up here. There's no SIM card, of course, installed on it. Is that this phone, if you look at some of the unique features of the battery, it has a really good battery. It's one of the bigger batteries we've seen at the 3110 mAh battery. So we expect this phone to last about 17 hours in video playback itself. There's also other thing on this phone is that it comes equipped with A13 Bionic chip, which is one generation behind the iPhone 12 lineup, which comes with the A14 Bionic chip. It also has 4 gig of RAM. Again, remember, this one is not the premium model. We're not talking about the iPhone 11 Pro. The Pro is the $1,000 one. This is the $599, or originally when Apple released it, this was actually $699. So right now you're in the Apple Store, this is $599 for the base 64 gig model. So if you can see here, if we go to general about. This is the 64 gig, and it comes equipped with iOS 13. So it doesn't have iOS 14, but you can upgrade it to the latest version of iOS 14. It's going to support iOS 15. That's going to come out in the next couple weeks as well. So you're going to be supported for a long time. This phone itself, although it has iOS 13, we're going to see this phone be supported at least another good 3 to 4 years, if not even more and much more. So now let's start comparing with the iPhone 12 here, just to give you guys a quick glimpse of it. Again, the 12 here, again, it's not the 12 Pro, so these are the sort of the less premium model, but they're still expensive. These phones are like the 12 here actually starts at $799. With iPhone 11, you're getting it $599. You're paying a good extra $200 if you're getting the 12 right now, even in 2021. And the phone 12, of course, came out last year, so it's almost 1 year after it and then 2 years after it. To just show you guys what kind of difference you're going to notice between these two devices. This one, of course, is the blue model. You can also get the 12 in the product red edition of it. You notice first, of course, the bezel design of it. You have this flat versus the rounded bezel here between these two devices. Both of the devices, if we hold it side by side, the 11 does look a little bit bigger because it has those rounded bezel compared to the 12 here. As you can see in the bottom here, the 11, as you notice, has a little bit more speakers compared to the 12 itself here. And of course, side by side, if we hold it between these two phones, that's what you're looking at. It can't really tell much of a difference besides the bezel because it's running pretty much the same sort of software and default apps that you get between these two devices. So if you look at the back here, you notice the camera are pretty much about the same. There's just probably same build that they use on the 11 on the 12 here. Between these two phones, the only distinguishing factor is the 5G, probably the biggest noticeable difference, of course, of a newer chipset on it. But the 5G is not available on the iPhone 11, so that's the one thing you're missing between the iPhone 11 and the 12 here. So there you guys have it for the review of the iPhone 11 unboxing in 2021. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to be doing a couple more of these unboxing for the different colors of the iPhone 11 and also doing giveaways. So make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.